What's up, guys? Welcome to Airbnb ABCs. If you guys aren't one of the 6 people that have subscribed here so far,
Yeah, baby, yeah!
and you want to learn how to grow an Airbnb business, to start an Airbnb business, or you just want to follow along and see the trials and tribulations of us running our own Airbnb business, be sure to subscribe down below and hit the like button so that more people can see this, because today we're going to talk about how to get the best guests possible into your Airbnb. Guests are the lifeblood of the Airbnb business, the VRBO business, anything in the short-term rental basis, and unfortunately we have to have them if we want to make some money. And I'm just kidding on that, because a lot of times the guests that I get are very pleasant. They leave us a lot of very nice reviews, very nice comments, and we are able to help them make memories that are going to last a lifetime by them staying in our places and paying to stay in our place. And so we have a lot of great success and a lot of great interactions with these folks. And ideally, what you're looking for is a guest that wants to book instantly, that wants to pay promptly, will stay at your place and respect your place, not cause any damages, not cause any extra work for your cleaners or whatever, and is willing to leave you a great 5-star review so that more people can come stay at your place and do all those things. And it kind of creates this positive feedback loop that makes you have more money and less problems making that money. The thing is that a lot of hosts struggle with consistently getting good guests and consistently making money and not having damages. And so what I want to share with you guys today is the 3 things that I have learned in my time hosting Airbnbs and short-term rentals that I think really contributes to getting the best possible guests into your rentals and for you to make the most money with the least amount of hassle. The first thing that you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to just have a great place in order to rent to these folks, to be able to have the most attraction to the actual place that you're renting. And that might seem like it's a no-brainer, but a lot of folks will compromise on where they put their Airbnb because usually financial constraints, or there's just not enough inventory out there for them to get the place that they want. But bide your time and spend your money on getting a top tier property that is going to just naturally attract the best guests and command the highest rates. And now this might mean that you have to spend 50, 100,000, maybe even 200,000 more than you were originally considering. But it might take you longer to get that property, but it is better to get a top tier place versus getting some place that is second or third tier in people's minds that is much harder to rent. And that doesn't always mean that you have to spend a ton of money. Sometimes a top tier place can just be an apartment that's closer to the city that is a little bit more to rent if you're going to use Airbnb arbitrage by renting a place and then renting it out as a short-term rental. It could be that you are getting an Airstream camper type of thing, and you're putting it on a campground versus getting the traditional or the modern pool behind camper and just plopping it down there. The Airbnb that is the Airstream is probably going to have a more niche market and be more desirable to more people. When you're looking at your market, be sure that you are getting top tier properties in that market. For example, if you're in a mountain market like we are, you're going to want to have properties that are either secluded, have great views, or are near some sort of attraction that people are looking for. Like, for example, for us in the Smokies, people want to either be secluded or they want to be close in on the action. And so you can sacrifice one or the other in order to get the other. But even better is if you can find a place that's secluded and close to the action, but you're going to pay a top premium for that, but you will end up being able to get top tier prices for that. If you're at the beach, try to be as close to the beach as you can, obviously. And if there's an attraction such as down in like Orlando with Disney World, you're going to want to try to be as close to that attraction as you can. Just always keep that in mind when you're looking to get your rental property, to try to take into account what people are coming there for and get them that experience that they're looking for. When you have your property and you have your top tier place, you are going to want to, again, keep that thing going when you move to the inside. Be sure to put great furnishings in there. Be sure to keep all those in good repair, and you don't have to go overboard. As a matter of fact, having your place decluttered and having kind of a minimalist type of thing with most of your furniture, with most of your decorations, is the way to go. It makes your place look so much less busy and so much more inviting. That is how you're going to be able to attract great guests, get top dollar for your place, and have great reviews that get you more of those top tier people to rent. After you guys get that top tier property that you know is just going to rent itself without much problems, you need to spend some time and have great marketing. This is going to be spending time setting up your listings so that they are the most appealing to the most people, being able to write your descriptions very well, very quickly go over your house rules. And what you're going to want to do is be sure that you are marketing on as many platforms as is reasonable in order to cast the widest net for your rentals. For us, that involves marketing on Airbnb, VRBO, but there are other booking sites such as Booking.com, although I haven't heard a lot of great reviews from anyone that's outside of really Airbnb, VRBO, or their own direct booking website. Be sure that you are showcasing your property well, that you are selling the experience that you want to get to people, because for the most part on Airbnb these days, we are not selling a place to stay. This isn't a place where people are going to come, flop for a couple days on their way to another place. And even if it is, you still want to sell the experience. The experience for us in the Smoky Mountains and the Gatlinburg market is that cabin in the woods, that remote type of experience where you can be secluded and just get that cabin in the woods experience. So we buy the properties that have that type of feel to them, and then we market them that way and put decor in them that makes that same experience, consistent throughout the home from the first time you see it till you get there till when you check out. You're going to want to have professional photographs taken. This is when you spent $500,000 or $1 million on an Airbnb property, which is very, very easy to do in top Airbnb markets. Don't cheap out and not take the $400 to get your property professionally photographed, because it is going to look so much better than what you're able to take with your cell phones, just because they are professionals and they know what they're doing and how to showcase your property in the best particular way, so that you're going to get the best renters for it. Your cover photo is the most important. As people are scrolling through the thousands of Airbnbs in the area that they're looking for, they're probably just going to be sorting them based on what they see in that cover photo. They're probably not going to read your title. They're probably not going to look at the reviews or anything. They're probably going to stop on that profile picture, that cover photo. So make sure that is the one that pops. If you look at some of the ones that we have on the screen here, for example, our place that we call Whispering Woods, the first photo that you see is this nice, big, airy living room. It's got a couple couches. It's got a floor-to-ceiling stone fireplace. And then if you actually click on the link and you get into this, you can see that we have very large decks that you can stand on. Two-tier decks. We have a game room. People love that. A lot of folks rent that, and they've made comments on it. There is a very private hot tub on the second deck, and then the fourth picture shows what it looks like when you come into the space. So what I'm doing is I'm selling this space. I'm selling all the high points of it right up front before you get into the rest of the pictures. If you look at our Moonlight Ridge cabin, the first thing that I have, and I've switched these up from time or two just to kind of see which one works better, this outdoor fireplace, a wood burning fireplace. It's very unique in this area. Not a lot of places have it. So that is a thing that people stop on. People have told us that they have rented this place specifically for this fireplace. The other one I've used for the cover photo is this the one with the hot tub that shows that you can see the mountain views from the hot tub. The picture does not do it justice, as pictures normally don't do. But then I also have the front of this cabin because I think it's very unique, what it's called, and then the interior architecture because I feel like that is going to pop and sell that experience to the guest who's looking to come for this particular type of small cabin in the woods type of getaway. Make sure that you guys are are ordering your pictures in a natural fashion, from walking in the door to the kitchen, the living room, then maybe the first bedroom, the second bedroom, all the outdoor stuff, make it flow so that people can feel like they are walking in and are able to really feel like what it would be like to visit your cabin, and hopefully get you that booking. Now, when you guys are doing your descriptions, make sure that it is very well written, that it gets to the point, that it hits the high points, that you have a king bed in the master bedroom and you need a king bed in the master bedroom, that it has a queen bunk beds, that it has pull-out couches, that there's a hot tub, that it has mountain views, or it has a wooded view, that there are pools available for people to use. Be sure to make your description very positive, as descriptive as possible, and make sure you are selling the place and the experience. I have seen people in their descriptions be very negative. Everything is, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, and they don't describe the place very well. When you're looking to add house rules, just distill them down to 3 or 4 lines. For us, it is that there's no parties, that there is no smoking or candles or smoke emitting things of any type, and that there are no pets allowed on the property. That is basically our 3 rules, and we keep that very simple so that folks are not turned off from being on our properties because they think they're going to have to obey all of these crazy rules and basically not be able to have a good time. The third thing that you guys are going to want to do in order to get the best guests possible in your rental properties and your Airbnb properties, and to make the most money with the least amount of problems, is to keep your rates high. Now, this may seem counterproductive. You might think that folks that are paying a lot to stay in your place are going to be nitpicky because they are spending a lot. And the thing is that if you keep your rates high enough, people who are going to pay these rates are probably not going to be high maintenance. People that can afford this type of stuff are going on vacation. They want to go there, they want to enjoy themselves, they want to just enjoy their vacation because they're not stressed out financially about the amount of money that they spend on this vacation. And they're not going to try to nitpick your place for every little flaw, because no place is going to be exactly perfect. And they're not going to try to scam you, like put a bunch of trash out when they first get there, claim that the cleaners didn't do a good job, and then try to get a refund or something like that. Folks that are out there that are stretching their budget to the maximum, that have maxed out their credit cards on marginally priced or very low priced properties, are probably going to try to find any reason to get some sort of a refund, or are just going to be so financially stressed that they want this vacation to be exactly perfect, because they're probably not going to have another one like this for the next couple of years. And now, I'm not trying to be down on people who may not be able to afford staying in our particular type of cabin, but just remember, guys, that when you go out there and you're buying these Airbnb homes in these very desirable areas, you're probably spending somewhere between $500,000 and $1.5 or even $2 or $3 million. It's very easy in the beach markets to get up to that $3 million mark. And that you're renting that to these folks completely unsupervised. And so if people can't afford that, there are plenty of low-cost places to stay. There's other people that are going to sell their places for much less money than you and I. There are hotels, and there are places that are just a little bit farther away from the prime locations that we want to be in, that those folks can rent if they want to, and then they don't have to stretch their budgets and go way into debt to afford a nice vacation for their family. But it just isn't the type of clientele that you're going to want to attract to your top tier, top revenue making property that you have purchased. That is the 3 things that is going to lead to you getting the best possible guests possible, and getting the best possible reviews, so that you continue to get the best possible guests and make the most money with the least amount of problems. Be sure that you guys click these videos that are on the screen right now. These are going to take you to other videos that tell all about the cabins that we have, the way that we run our Airbnb business, how to get started in Airbnb. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe down below in order for you guys to either grow your Airbnb business, start a new Airbnb business, or just watch us run ours. I appreciate you guys watching today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.